So yesterday, Governor Abbott,
dreamboat.
he banned vaccine mandates in the entire state of Texas.
Heck yeah.
So no entity in Texas can compel receipt of a COVID-19 vaccination by any individual, including an employee or consumer who objects to such vaccination for any reason of personal conscience. Now, keep this in mind. Of course, the left is saying, how dare they? When the left, and I mean this is not whataboutism, but this is important because remember the Hobby Lobby story? So right now, all this is saying is you cannot be compelled, you cannot be forced to take the vaccine. And by the way, Abbott said the vaccine is safe and effective and people should use it, but it should be voluntary. That's what he said, to be clear. So leftists are mad that he is blocking a mandate to force you to get a vaccine. They were also furious that Hobby Lobby, they were demanding that Hobby Lobby be forced to pay for not the 16 forms of birth control that they covered, but all 21. Hobby Lobby was opposed to, I'm going by rote, either 3 or 4 forms of birth control. They covered 16 because they believe these were abortificants, which took place after fertilization, right? And the left said, no, we want to compel Hobby Lobby to provide not 16, 21 forms of birth control. And now they are appalled that you have a governor blocking a mandate to take a vaccine. They want control over stay out of my bedroom. Don't make me pay for it.
Right. Stay out of my arm. I get to make that choice.
It's a pandemic of the unvaccinated. You're going to kill. Then let the Republicans kill off their voter base.
Right. Exactly.
What do you care? But, that's right. You're frustrated because you took a vaccine that sucks.
Right. Well, he also said, look, you have to take into account the fact that people have had COVID and recovered from it, right? Just like they do in other countries, right? So he didn't just say you could opt out of it, which is a huge win. I mean, I don't think people understand how big of a deal that is. And
Massive.
I hope other governors follow suit and do it by executive order, do it by something that can't be overturned by the whims of people on the left or challenged. Do it in a way that people can depend on it, because people right now are expecting to get fired in the next month.
Mm-hmm. And do it in a way that hurts.
Yeah.
By the way, also, while we're talking about this, in Italy, protests are going on all over the country. You guys may not be paying attention to this. The last that you heard of Italy was when they had the worst, one of the worst death rates in the world. But now they're having these green pass, basically vaccine passports coming into play. And the protests, I mean, it's not quite Australia, but this is a big deal, and Americans aren't talking about it. Here.
What started off as a restless yet peaceful protest sparked a tinderbox as demonstrators stormed the headquarters of Italy's biggest trade union. Some were neo-fascists. They shout freedom from a national vaccine mandate. Starting next weekend, Italians are required to show proof of vaccination, recovery, or a negative COVID test in order to enter the workplace, the strictest such law in the world.
Well, it's not just enter the workplace. It's all museums, theaters, gyms, indoor restaurants, trains, buses, any domestic flights. So this is basically to live in Italy. Look, when
you don't stop an Italian from going to the gym.
Whenever anyone says we need to be more like Europe, look, obviously you need to take stories and countries. You need to take them individually.
Yeah.
But my blanket sentiment is no.
I mean,
yeah.
Because
immediate response.
They've never gotten it right. Yeah. Mussolini wasn't that long ago in the realm of human history. You're screwing up again, Italy, and the people realize it. This is where you have that divide. Yeah. It's the government doesn't realize that they're sort of inching towards that, but the people are like, oh, no, we already had this, and our guy was the worst one. He was. Mussolini was Hitler. Mussolini was Hitler, Guevara, all those types of guys, just Pol Pot without the ability.
Right, exactly. He was a very small guy. He had to kill a lot more people to get control.
Yeah.
But I think
But none of them respected him.
No.
Hitler was like, yeah, Mussolini, yeah, I'll partner with you.
Well, I mean, they hung him at the end of the war, so whoops.
Yeah.
So I think they also misunderstand fascism because they're like, and some of them are neo-fascists and chanting freedom. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? That's the complete opposite of what fascism is. Antifa doesn't understand what fascism is, and Italians don't understand it. It's like, come on, guys, this was your whole raison d'etre.
Yeah,
Did I say that right?
Well, you said it in French, right? Yeah, it's not Italian, but yes.
I know.
No, it is fascist. Doesn't everyone remember Hitler saying, I want you to go out there and make your voices heard and don't let the SS control you. You are your own person. Be free.
I do remember. I have it tattooed on me.
Right.
Think about this first. No, that's the electrical company.
That's a different thing, yeah.
Think about this. They've been wrong about it always. Germany. All world wars. Italy.
Come on, Germany had some.
Yeah, Germany made some mistakes. But when I say to people, this is the longest standing constitutional republic, democratic republic in existence? I go, what do you mean? France had to retool everything. Yeah. So did Germany. So did Italy. Multiple times since the United States inception. Sure, we've made corrections, but we still have the same system of government. Why? Because it relies on self-governance and the freedom of the individual before the rights of intrusion of the state. That's why we're standing the longest. People, and it's ironic because you go to Europe and everything's older and crappier, mind you. But the truth is, people go to Europe to look at the beautiful things that were, right? You go on a tour and it's fun to visit, and it's the same way in Montreal, where I'm from in a lot of ways. They come to America to be a part of the beautiful thing that is, okay? And I don't know why we'd want to go back to the countries that cannot avoid repeating history.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.